Hey everyone, it's Joel Ellison with Pinnacle Gunsmithing. Today we're taking a look at the high standard Sentinel. This is an original example made sometime in the 50s through 60s, maybe 70s. Well, we'll take a look at it and see. These were made for a variety of different brands, but essentially they are all the same pistol. It's a 22 long rifle, 9-shot revolver, double and single action, with an interchangeable cylinder. So let's get it on the bench and we'll take a closer look at it. How about it? Alright, much like the shotgun we talked about last time, High Standard was well known for making a variety of guns for other brands. They were out of Connecticut, and like their brethren at Colt and Smith & Wesson, they made a lot of other things for, shall we say, discounted prices that wouldn't reflect on their own brand. This, however, is branded High Standard. We see a little logo there with an eagle, with a scroll, and here we have Sentinel right on the barrel. Flip her over, and we have High Standard Manufacturing Corporation, Hamden, Connecticut, 22 caliber. And there we have a model number, R103, which may be more of a inventory keeping number. We have pretty standard iron sights, a little square notch, and a little brass bead up front. This particular one's in really pretty good condition. I think the frame is actually made of aluminum, although the cylinder and barrel are definitely steel. These open, you don't see a side catch on these because these open a little differently. And we have a nice knurled knob there. We pull that, and we can swing the entire cylinder out. And you can load 9 rounds, yes, 9, into the cylinder there. And we have our ejector, which is also that rod. So yeah, the rod has to both pull and push, which is a little weird, but okay. And you can see the little hole back here. That's where the rod locks in, and that's really all that's holding the cylinder closed. And that just rolls right back in there. These are pretty simple to take down, at least as far as for cleaning purposes. You don't really need to take it down much more than this, but, you know, if you want to, you can take out the cylinder pretty easy. I'm just using a punch here, and I'm pushing down on a little plunger. Once that plunger's down, I can move the cylinder a little bit out, and ta-da, comes right out. Nice and easy. As long as you don't lose this little plunger inside here, and you're in good shape. These shoot actually quite well. I'm a big fan of this particular piece. The grip also comes off with just one little screw down here. Grip is just brown plastic. It's supposed to look like wood, but I think we all know better. I think this particular one comes from the 70s, just based on, you know, the feel. And we just have one screw with a little lock washer. And the grip slides right off. And we can see this is a cast aluminum frame. And, you know, it's 22 long rifle. It's not 44 Magnum. It's plenty strong enough. And ends up making this particular example way lighter. And you can have a variety of different grip modules on there. Well, we call them grip modules today. Back in the day, they just called them grips. Because that's what you grip it with. But in any case, these are quite attractive and actually relatively thick plastic, so less likely to get chipped and broken. Theoretically, we could also take out the mainspring and see a little bit more of the mechanism, but as you can see, there's no hole there. Ordinarily, that's what I'd expect to find, but yeah, that's not happening on this particular example. So I'm going to leave it at that. And that's really all you'd really need to, as far as you need to take it down. There are a couple of pins. Looks like that's part of the hammer pivot. And that probably just holds the front of the trigger guard in, but I'm not really going to drive those pins out to show you, but there's lots of other videos of these out there. They're not particularly rare. Now, one function of being able to take the cylinder out is that you can exchange it for a slightly different caliber. The new hotness, when this particular pistol probably came out, might have been 22 Magnum. Hey, that's a little more powerful, Yeah, but it does require a different cylinder because the casing for 22 Magnum is a little bit bigger than for 22 long rifle. This, of course, particular one will also shoot 22 shorts or 22 long, but those are a little bit harder to come by and a lot less powerful. Which, I mean, it's a relatively heavy handgun to begin with, so, what's the point? In any case, let me get this put back together, and I'll share you a few final thoughts. Stand by. Alright, we have her back together, and yeah, something I forgot to mention a minute ago. The trigger on these is actually pretty nice. The single action pull, I measured at about 2.5 pounds, and the double action pull, I measured at about 10 pounds. Which, it's smooth. I think when we talk about trigger pull statistics, quote, statistics in big air quotes, something that a lot of people miss is that the fact that, the weight doesn't matter as much as how smooth it is and how crisp the single action is. And you can make good shots with this particular revolver regardless of trigger weight, especially if the grip is ergonomic and if the trigger pull is smooth. And don't worry about damaging firing pins, because another advantage of being able to take the cylinder out is that you can measure trigger pull without the cylinder in it. Hey! That's always a good thing. In any case, I want to thank the particular viewer who allowed us to film this particular revolver and let us film this episode. You know who you are. Thank you very much. And if you want to support our show more directly, of course, do all the good YouTube things of like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps us out. And if you want to support us a little more directly, go to our website at pinnaclemountaingunsmithing.com and fill out our form or call us directly, and we'd be glad to help you with all your gunsmithing needs. We're a Class 7 FFL, and we can manufacture certain items, and as much as our capabilities will allow. In any case, I'm Joel Ellison, and this is Pinnacle Mountain Gunsmithing, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye.